Hello everyone, this is SMP here and welcome to today's video. This is a video on this fishing farm I made. I've been working on it for a while and I came up with this design. It's really simple and it's pretty cheap as well. My goal with this farm was to build a farm working for Minecraft 1.11 and it had to work on servers and not use a clock, and even on really laggy servers. Um, to make this design work, I had to put in some delay before this piston got retracted. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same as the design Panda 4994 just made a week ago, just with a piston instead of an opening trapdoor. The way you use this design is you stand on top of these two snow layers. It's really important that it's only two snow layers, because if there is more, um, you will throw directly into this tripwire and not aim correctly on the the note block in the back here. And if it's less, you won't be able to aim high enough all the time, and it will be inconsistent. So, when you have made sure there is two layers of snow, you just stand up here, go up against the corner, um, on the side this block is on, and you just aim at about the back of this water source, and so you will hit the note block after you've hit block, the block that is in the water, and you will just start fishing. And whenever you catch a fish, it will get caught in these hoppers and sent into the chest over here that I can't access because of so it will be transported into there, and it is fully AFKable. So you can just stand here and fish as long as you want and get a lot of the really good loot that fishing can get you. It can get you a ton of different materials like enchanted books and other enchanted fishing rods. So if you start out with just a normal fishing rod, you will probably get some enchanted fishing rods like Lure 3 or Lure 2, even maybe 1, and Log of the Sea, Unbreaking, and Mending. This farm is optimal with a mending rod, so if you don't have a mending fishing rod yet, I will highly recommend you to get one before using this farm, because when you catch a fish, it yields a bit of EXP, and when you get this XP with a mending rod in your hand, mending fishing rod in your hand, you will repair the fishing rod instead of getting the XP, which means it is fully AFKable and sufficient. So the way this farm works is that you stand up here, as I said earlier, aim at this height, and when you throw the bobber, it will bob up and down in this tripwire hook, or in this tripwire, sorry. I have 3 layers, so it will detect whenever it enters this one, and start sending out an output, and then it will keep detecting when it is in the water. The reason for having is the first one over here is so when it gets casted, it will activate. Oh, sorry. It will activate this line immediately, and not and that's for server reasons. If there is only a tripwire here on the server, the piston won't retract in the efficient space, so in the efficient time span, so it won't be as effective, and probably even destroy the design. Now let's start the tutorial. We start by building the bottom layer, and for the first block I placed, we'll add 2 snow layers on. This is to get the optimal height for standing on and aiming the fishing rod, as I said earlier. On these two blocks we'll add a redstone here and a redstone repeater and sticky piston. This redstone repeater we will put a 2-tick delay on to make it optimal for both survival and create single player survival and SMPs. Sorry. And on top of this piston we will add another block to have the block that goes up and down in the middle of the water. On either side of this piston, or the block on top of the piston, we will add hoppers facing this way, away from the redstone we placed in just before. So now we have to build up the design. We start by placing blocks on top of all of these here, and do the same thing on the other side. When this is done, we can add the rest of the redstone over here. So we will place a block behind the redstone repeater and this redstone, so when this redstone gets activated, the repeater will activate the piston. On the side of this redstone, we will place a block with a node block on top and a redstone torch on this side. This redstone torch will power the piston and make sure that the piston is extended, so when we aim here we will aim at this block instead of the node block from the beginning. On top of the node block we will just add a slab. This is so it won't make any sound when we click on it. If we don't have the slab here, it will make an annoying sound every time we click on it, and it will also make an annoying sound when we stand over here and do the fishing. So it's important to have this block on top of it. To finish off the hopper lines, we will just add another hopper facing away from us here, and 2 hoppers like this facing into here, and this is where we will put our output chest, but this can also just run into a hopper stream and into a sorting system or anything you want to do with the items. And on top of this chest we will add 2 slabs. This is because otherwise we won't be able to open the chest. Over here we will add blocks out so we can stand in the corner for the best spot for fishing. On top of the hopper just in front of us we will add a stone pressure plate. This is to prevent the water from spilling over and ruining the snow and drowning the player. So now we are good to add the water, and the reason we have 2 water sources is that when this block will be retracted, it will make an infinite water source, but that's not the point. The point is that it will be still water in the middle for the optimal fishing. If it was running like this, it would ruin the it will ruin the fishing, so the bobber won't be in the tripwire. So to finish off the design we will add a block up here, like diagonal from the standing block, and we will add tripwire hooks with tripwire between, so the design will be finished. Just like this. So yeah, this is a really simple design. It doesn't take a lot of resources or anything, and it's really simple to use as well. You can also mirror it, of course. And yeah, that was all I had for you today. I will be making another video really soon, and it will probably be on a pumpkin/melon farm. But until then, I'll see ya. I'll be working on it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.